On the main stage here in Paris, as we dig into the first
50-50 in the back of my mind. The play styles,
so the impacts come out to try and destroy the Sen's projector walls, and down goes Fultz. The smokes continue to put him at bay, but he's forcing the plant down while Ashen is doing his best to be a distraction. He will fall, but it's a worthy price if SSG are able to get the diffuser down. Now Fultz can just give information to his team while the rest of the squad watch from on high. However, Canadian sails over a C4 to finish off J90.
the retake.
Numbers advantage for Rebellion, but they do have to look for a retake. Big kill onto Fultz now. The information on site. Starved of SSG, but Benja holds the line for one, and Newest from up above punishes an over-aggressive Canadian, going for the counter defuse a little bit too early. Now Rebellion just rely on Spoit and Rexen, and it's going to be so challenging to find the kill on Newest above, while Benja attacks them from below.
Trying to establish the crossfires and where that push might be coming from.
And if you let SSG execute, you better be ready. Ashen goes deep. The flag from the Scopos is tempting. Newest finds one onto Rexen before he's traded back. Ashen is given a lot of mobility, but he can't actually find any enemies. The entire bomb site seems clear because the defense has retaken Connector, which J90 can swiftly cut down. It's Spoit up against the world, and he's now targeted by Benja. And Ashen will quickly peek him from the top of main stairs.
Gonna hold his ground because there's no pressure from Jacuzzi Breach. It's Ashen main stairs, it's Fultz on the windows.
I like the way Spoit's using the Azami to isolate these fights. He actually team kills Canadian, but it's worth it if he takes down Ashen 4v2. Unfortunately, that does mean the smoke is gone. J90 is just sending it. He goes deep, but his position revealed as he misses a few shots onto Rexen. He looks to try and fight, but Ambi will swing him and find a second, I guess third kill of the round if you count Canadian. Fultz has nothing to do but desperately run up red into Surf's waiting arms.
These bomb sites, they're gonna give you kind of different things if you're a defender.
He's aware. Ambi is just around the corner. Benja now gets out the DMR and wins the fight onto Ambi, retreating. Benja, a few shots sent his way by Canadian. And it's time to start moving down blue stairs for J90. He times it well with Ashen. The two of them take control of blue, look to continue fighting, but in there is still Spoit. Canadian on the bomb site has found a double, and Spoit is doing just what he needs to do, holding on to blue for Rebellion. SSG cannot find their way into it as Spoit shuts down Ashen as well. New is in his 1 versus 4, and Canadian playing on the bomb makes it a 3K. Are they just going to go for bro? Spoit was on site. Rexen as well, aggressive on the windows. Does a bit of damage. Surf is also looking for a peek outside. He's going to get the down onto Newers and finally finish him off. But meanwhile, Fultz has gone into the objective. Rexen holds down the fort. And Benja's been silenced by a nice nitro as well, leaving SSG with so many questions and no answers. Ashen cannot retake into Connector. And J90 desperately makes his way up from the main stairs, from the breach. With him and Ashen getting kills together, maybe there's a way into it. It can't take out this BPC, and it gives so much info now for Rebellion.
It's just Rex on the bomb site and Jim. Surf stuck downstairs but bottom main.
How do they play this? J90 10 bullets in the magazine, but Rexen finished off. Surf has no choice but to get back to side now. The diffuser needs to be reclaimed. Ashen worried about pressure from below, but J90 catches Surf on the rotate. Fultz is on his feet, and SSG, once the breach is open, it becomes difficult. Inside of the site is Fultz. He's looking for a plant inside of the smoke, but Surf will deny it desperately. Benja jumps in straight to the smoke. He will fall after he trades back one. Ashen knows he needs to go for broke, and he finds that player on the rafters. Can't get a second though as Ambi's DMR strikes true from the top of red stairs, leaving poor Newers for SSG. Reclaim that diffuser, they'll let him have it.
Yeah.
They know that they can play this for retake. Spoit has 3 Keybers left. They can wait for the plant to go down or just hold their lines.
Canadian.
Old man still got it. 3-3 at the end of the half. A glow up for Shopify Rebellion compared to their last Clubhouse encounter.
Surf saying Thorn Tech in the chat. What do you think about it? It's pretty good. Pretty good bit of value.
What was the tech? I didn't see it.
I think just 2 of them went off. Both Benja on the CC window jump in. I think it was the Thorn trap plus the smoke Kenneth that took him out, if I recall correctly, but I'm not sure.
Right, and then
then
maybe they just wombo comboed it because it was Barb as well.
And then
I believe.
default playing with glass.
Move.
Yeah.
When you're in CCTV, there's not many safe places to sit where you're not exposed to that. The nades being very, very useful, and the castle barricade follows as well. Canadian though, shot in the feet by Newers. The UMP buff packing a punch, taking down the Blackbeard. And now Rebellion have no rock, no mountain, no shield to hide behind.
It's a bait. I'm telling you, blue box like this, they want you to go there. That's the setup. You're playing right into it. It's super risky. It's going to have to be a crazy interplay here from Ambi, Surf, Rexen, and Sport to make this round work.
Rexen's got the long angle. Oh, but he's shot by Newers again. A second kill with the UMP. He's holding on from this doorway. He's vulnerable to so many angles right now, but none of which Rebellion are able to tangle with. Ambi's the last one left, and Newers makes it a throw.
I'm more often not giving it to them.
Vert, watch out for the Vert, my friend.
He's careful. It's kind of.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. Okay, he's not. Well, Cobium, not careful.
Keep puffing that copium.
There's an old school Vert angle from way back in the day.
This is a very deep one, all the way into Garage. With the Capital banned, Rebellion have very little that they can do against a setup like this on Rafters. You've got to contend with vertical angles, got to contend with Newers, who is playing down below inside a lounge. You've got to contend with the player on the Rafters himself. Ambi and Surf in a 2 versus 4, and Surf thankfully can find J90 and maybe take control of Rafters. In a 2v4 though, Ambi's gonna have to find a massive opening, and well, it's shut down.
Both walls reinforced, by the way. Even if they got Calographer's control, it was all for nothing. They don't have the hard destruction for it. They spent all of the hard destruction early in the round, so even if they had gotten it, they don't gain a single damn thing from it. SSG, again, one step ahead strategically.
2 rounds in a row, a perfect strat prepared and played. Said, get all the information. They just have to make a call and go for it. Don't hesitate.
Grimm's, Candela's information. If they spot a couple of players, they gotta act on it.
Oh, but it's Warden. Can't flash the Warden. And Surf's gone down. I didn't see where that went. The Warden gets tracked, but it's a moment too late. And Spoit loses his head for it. Up goes Canadian. He's smoked off one angle.
2-1 countdown to work together. There are 2 people stuck below. One on the roof. It was a single-man push with Surf watching him just die. Now it's time for the second push.
Oh, but he's going to walk straight into the crossfire. Newers opened the equation. Now he's found a second. Him and J90 together make it a full house and a flawless round for SSG.
Do it as a team. We didn't see the team aspect. There was a plan, information, and they did have an...
Is still active here. Faults in script. Newers in kitchen.
Oh, they're coming
create
for
a
him.
real fortress. Faults wants to try and take the fight, but a great shot from Rexen. Makes it a little bit harder for SSG, but Newers is...
Of course, you're gonna go hunt the solo player. That's close, Surf. Barely takes any damage though. There's the melee bash. Knocked down on the ground and confirmed by Canadian. So the isolate...
A move. Rebellion need to make sure they time this together.
So they got third tunnel. They gotta wait, but
no.
it's too early. Benji goes to flank.
His final impact grenade, though, used to try and enable that angle. He's still upstairs as he TPs back onto site. The Dokkaebi calls out. Spoit drops down the hatch, but he will fall. Benja and Newers have hit 10 kills apiece as Surf looks to try and clutch up in the 1v2. Rebellion are on the ropes, and SSG are making Clubhouse their own. Plan. But can Benja deny it? It's fate for a brief moment. Newers is exposed, but Surf is traded back. And a 10-map win streak in the head-to-head becomes 11 for Space Station Gaming. Continue the campaign in Paris at our 10th Six.
Not even Labs does play out a fair bit differently, but mind you, if you're SSG, no way to shroud yourself going into the bomb site besides a smoke grenade. They're gonna look, they're gonna get the kill as well.
Big opening for Surf, but good trade from J90. Thankfully, Canadian is there to reply from inside a garage. And Benja, as he tries to rotate back, is going to feel a world of pain. Out goes the Nitro Cell. But Ambi manages to run away just in time, and Canadian to regroup with his team. Speaking of late, look at that timer. 20 seconds remain, and with Newers finishing off Troy, it doesn't leave Rebellion with a lot of options. Faults still has that shotgun, and he's just flanked back upstairs again. Rexen needs to find a safe haven to plant, but he's in the middle of 2 players, and Newers has swiped his head off. Ambi the young gun, with no diffuser to speak of, and no time to find these final 2 players, will desperately sit down. And SS Legions afforded so much mobility because of J90 on the Iz army.
Back and forth.
It's a long way away from the side, but J90 is caught off guard by Spoit. Very quick one from him.
Swapping mags!
Rebellion now further their numbers advantage with Benja being caught on his retreat as well. And with the phones ringing, Ambi's caught in a funny spot between two players, but Fultz able to push deep into him.
The only response here is Fultz's C4.
Good fire, but Ashen is caught out. Peeks too aggressively into the Capitão's fire, and Surf will finish him off. A little bit of a tag with the gun as well. As the DMR comes to life and he finds the second. SSG took a gamble.
They want a big disruption game. Keep the room alive.
Hi. There's two players here, in for a bit of a crossfire. Be careful not to shoot. Their teammate in the back of the head, Canadian, needs to make sure not to jiggle straight into Rexon's bullets. He might be able to support. No, actually, he's not able to cover off Rexon. Viewers will finish him off.
No verticality being used right now. Perhaps Surf peeking for those angles.
Fultz is going for a flank upstairs, which means Rebellion need to have a watch on the bomb sniper. They spot two players. Spoit supporting Canadian from behind. The Kiva barrier is going to make it difficult. And Fultz, he will go down after he gets the injure. It's not safe, though, for Spoit to get revived because New is in a position to quickly threaten the trade. Surf now looks for what he can, but one kill is not going to be enough. He's going to need to find two more as he picks up that diffuser. Two flashes to work with. Good fire. He's going to get shot from around the side. Benja has a deeper angle, and SSG.
Before you do it. Because Shopify Rebellion, I mean, it's very obvious where the push is coming from, right? Where the monk jump in and pray. That's the strategy right now. Big is right below.
Pure desperation. Benja watching on the vert.
Yeah. Oh,
He's got an angle through the smoke as well. That's an easy
God.
double for the Dane. As Surf is left with it all to do in a 1v5.
Fun, no.
We expected so much more out of Rebellion in this game. We thought it would be a challenge.
Here comes the clash.
But no, Surf is now left in just about the worst position you could possibly ask for. SSG are playing with their food. It's only a matter of time before Rebellion get eliminated from this tournament unless they step it up. Surf, nice little C4, but Fultz will peek on the back. Brings out the Deagle. That's going to pack a real punch, even if it lands on one of the feet.
That's all on Fultz here. We play around the clash to give you the information of where they're attacking from.
Good flash. Ambi, though, Action will fall. Ambi's found his double with the shotgun, but the Nitro Cell has silenced Canadian on the Monty, and this smoke bang battle continues. Rebellion have taken control of one of the objectives, though, and with that air jab going off, the flank is on for Benja. Spoit locks in, takes them both down. Surely the round, if Ambi beats Fultz here, spots him for a brief moment, but on the weapon swap, and then Fultz has to swap himself. Ambi takes him down with the AK. Newers needs to lash out, and finishing off the buck of Spoit, I believe that was on for a flank. Newers, he's in lounge hallway. He's looking to try and push against Rebellion, and J90 is tempted to do the same. Rebellion just have to freeze up and prevent this retake, but Newers has taken matters into his own hands. Plant in the smokes, Canadian starts planting.
They are praying for this to work.
There's no Nitro Cell, but he might be able to get the angle. He doesn't quite see him. The plant's going to be confirmed, but not before the rest of Canadian's team will fall. It's a 1v2. How does he take this? He needs to fight Newers right now before Benja gets back. He will not win if it's a 1v2, but into the 1v1.
Do me
the
proud.
young Dane must try and take down the shield of Canadian. How does he win this as Benja commits to the guard break? Back after back. Low HP for Canadian. Benja barely needs to land any shots. Just one blast from the shotgun and he will clutch up, and he keeps committing.
No time.
But Canadian is held on for just long enough, and there is no time for Benja to clutch up the round. Troy Canadian and his Six Invitational is toying with SSG. Easier to fight the Monty than it used to be because of the guard break.
But you see arm away from your body. So what you do, you counter strafe right when you get meleeed. When you do this trade-off, I personally believe it benefits the attackers more.
I would
have
agree.
stronger operators to pick. But that's what they needed. Opening kill. That's the Grim. It's one of those big three.
The C4 ripped as well. Fultz feels the pressure. He has to fall back. A retake from Rexon, and SSG just decides to abandon it. Rebellion are re-aggressing into the attackers.
Troy just rallied the troops. He's like, guys, it's time to push forward. They retake the ground, then they give it up. Back towards the bomb site. Newers, not enough time to stay back downstairs. Has to start getting up a staircase and help his teammates. Still fire, still smoke, still frag grenades. Plenty of util for SSG.
Everybody's lit but Newers as he clears the dread mine
This
from...
one nade could end him.
This one,
I think it's good.
Canadian, 1 HP on Nadian as a guard break comes through, but Ashen is on the floor. Canadian just has to tuck in the corner and force SSG to hunt him. Allow Spoit to find the kills, but it comes down to the 1v1. Fultz looks for Spoit, but a drop shot.
But can they keep it up? Can they keep building that early lead and just get a little bit better at maintaining it? That's the question. Here comes Ashen. He on the blitz.
He's right in for it. Beautiful shot for the first one. He's going to double down. Oh, the Blitz and the Blackbeard together are a devilish combo, but SSG, they're happy to make a deal with the devil if it gets them the win. Looks to try and bite Surf on the ankles, but Surf will fall back. Bomb site is taken, though, by SSG, and now Surf is left all alone. 2 shields to battle, and Newers is hungry for a bit of damage, but he's covered from J90 up above, and a flawless reply. Try and distract. Another default plant opportunity. Can't find it. Surf doesn't know where it's going down. They have no idea. And the Clash is nowhere near it either. Finally, the plan is confirmed. But only after that does Surf realize where it's happened. Ashen's fire has locked Canadian out of it. And the Monty will go down, but in the retake, SSG have the numbers advantage.
Such a hard round to problem solve. Almost impossible, right? Surf stuck in a hot spot. Canadian sold up by the bomb site.
Oh. Critical kill for Surf. He needed that. He needs to finish off Benja. He is just toying with them. SSG go from a flawless round
feeding him kills
to another one. They don't care about feeding him because they're hungry for the win and they are 2 rounds away.
But the Carousel use of the fire and the smoke bought them enough time.
Really ineffective for the rest of this round. I mean, there's no more smokes.
Yeah. And we've not seen Benji being utilized, right? The 3 Deimos trackers could go below. Isn't in Garrett's window, finds one, and default cam. Out he goes. Can't be exposed in a 1v4 on that Rafters position. Has to find a different avenue. SSG, what they're missing is a way inside the building that's safe.
It shouldn't be winnable for SSG. And yet, we've seen them pull things out of nowhere before.
The Clash surely just stops this push, right?
Ashen's given a lot of space. He can make his way into YT. He can take the 1v1 versus Ambi. No response from Rebellion. Finally, Surf finds one and doubles down on the backstab. A 3K for the smoke player, leaving Fultz up against his former teammate and 2 other very solid anchors. Rexon holding firm with the DMR as Surf has gassed up. Fultz's only path forward. Canadian shuts Fultz out of it. And
making that entry play now.
Especially against Canadian.
One shot, dude. He's injured.
I think he might even get onto him. Destroys him. That shot is automatic. He gets so many pellets out in such a short space of time. Canadian on his signature pulse. He loves this shotgun. He wants to go for it, but he's worried. There's 2 players on the other side of it. Spoit is supporting him. When do they fall back?
Oh, well, they don't. Spoit gets into the Shadow Realm right after he drops down the hatch. Still, Rexon gets a kill. But do you go for this? If you revive him and you both die, you're playing 2v3. Yep, crawl out to the hallway, make the safe play first. Wait the entire time. There it is. He's back on his feet.
Oh, the timing is perfect.
Oh, nobody goes back in?
Canadian hadn't had time to move out of the hallway you reached.
This could be plant denial. Oh, he just tossed it on out. Okay, maybe not.
Put it?
Maybe just for a jump in somewhere else. Maybe by the window.
In he goes.
Oh,
Surf
no.
will fall. Fultz now in default plant position. There's no one down below to look for the plant denial opportunity. And Fultz, he swings it. He sacrifices his life, but it's worth it because Rexon brings it down to the 1v1. Ashen can't best him. Rebellion.
And they got the Clash, further stalling out SSG.
This is not a good look for SSG. After winning the first map so convincingly, we never thought Rebellion would be able to push us the distance, but Newers might be the saving grace. Rexon will trade as Fultz drops that diffuser. Newers will pick it back up, but Rexon has been a turret on the bomb side with that DMR. It's up to J90 to cover, but Newers can do nothing. The Rebels run away with the map. And Shopify Rebellion look to push us the distance. Perch by Rebellion, but Canadian. He's hungry for that 3rd hammer.
But in this case, only one can continue forward, continue the lower bracket going.
Look at Fultz, though. He's in a world of pain. The Thorn Trap goes off. He falls back, and it actually baits J90, or rather baits Surf into a kill from J90. Rebellion have to be careful. Spoit
sees the hack.
Oh needs to make sure not to overpeak, but he threads the needle against the DMR. And
They're gonna get pre-fired and shot.
there's a gap in that smoke. Can they isolate? Benja takes a lot of damage, but Rexon will go down, forced out by the grenade. SSG. About him. A swing from Newers,
good
but
enough.
Spoit's claimed one. Even if he can't deal damage to Faults, he's been worse so much. Faults is going to take the risk of gunfight in the 1v1. Spoit touch. Ambi from below teams up with Spoit. And the European. He gets very close. There's 3 players pinged out by the Lions Scan. 1 HP Ashen decides it's time to go for broke. He finds the first one, doesn't realize there are 2 other players inside of reading. With the breach behind him, the Surf is dead meat. J90 opens the hole and then shoots him through it. Down below in the basement, Canadian lingers with his pulse scanner. Looks to try and take the fight in close range. Flashbang, but it'll actually save J90's life. He looks for a little bit more on the reload as well. SSG have taken control of the bomb site, and Faults is starting to turn that plant. No C4s left available. Rexon under the pump, Canadian as well. And the plant denial comes through far too late. SSG 5v2, and this is an impossible task for Rebellion.
It's a tough one. Yes, they don't HP, but look at this grenade, the crossfire, flawless round victory for Space Station Gaming, shotting every...
Red Stairs, he's torn up a lot of it on site as well. It's the mining floor completely ripped apart. Now, the bomb site is just so vulnerable. Ambi knows about one, and Spoit helps out. Spoit is so good at holding on to Bakery. Is there going to be a trade, though, from Rexon? Indeed. SSG not in position to look to try and refrag. Expose your back, my friend.
Has all the information in the world. The other players can kind of sit back and watch, but Rexon overexposed himself to the verticality. It's all open. Let's try to do the work. Let him call his shots. You got C4 and Toxic Babe, 25 seconds. A plant is impossible as long as you stay alive.
Yeah, dangerous game here, but Ambi is still on white stairs. He could come back down garage. At the moment, he's kind of selling his team. He's assuming that J90 is going to go down white. I don't know if he is going to retake the vert. He could, potentially. He's gone all the way up above. You're right. He's retaking the vert, and now Newers has to worry about him above. Surflow amidst the chaos gets active with the shotgun.
What's your thought here?
Protect the mirror windows.
Yeah,
they're going to ban mirror, surely.
Oh, they actually banned the mirror over the pop them? Are they going to full send YOLO this because they have no wind front?
This is so YOLO. Where is he going to plant? Oh, it's because the cast barricades. But I think his backside might be exposed. Ashton, though, through the smoke finds one. Surely not. Surely they can't just go for a plant. Benja falls, but he gets the diffuser down first. In a 3v3, there's no doubt who is in favor now. It's SSG. They can play
on
up
Skylight.
above on the Skylight. There's no Azami as it's been banned for them to try and lock it up.
No long arm. Like, this is going to be such a difficult retake. They got to get kills. Look at this. He's prone on the floor.
Oh, J90 is surely going to survive this. Ashton finds another one. Surf will refrag, but you're right. J90 and Newers up above the Skylight. The only universe where they win this is if Ambi hits every single shot. Newers, a flashbang comes out. J90 finds one, but J90 just needs to take out Surf now, and there's no time to get on that diffuser. The final kill, ineffective, and SSG
has been removed, giving Benja a much better chance at lurking himself. Second line scan going out.
Oh wow, good grenade and the Claymore as well from Ashen. Very few operators can do that. In fact, it's just the striker.
Yeah, so he naded in from the new balcony window, and then Rexon jumped out cocktail window to trade, and then they both died, actually.
Yeah, Ashton's finally realized what's happened. Chuck the lol in the chat. Benja finishes off Canadian. Surf 1v4. He's getting alive 2 bullets, but he's just holding this angle. As the vert contests him, he's getting absolutely
He's dancing! He's breaking their angles!
There's 3 people watching him.
Calm down, Ambi.
Yeah.
You tried that so many times.
He's literally done the exact same spawn pick before.
Oh my god.
Benja with the spray!
Not to speak English. I'm sure he does. I wouldn't know, I haven't played with him before. But I bet you right now, there are better players that could have died with more experience to make better callouts. But Rexon, fantastic shot onto Ashen, evening back the score. The retake is on beneath the verticality. That's what the Clash is the weakest. They're planting. And the smoke missed, they have no idea it's going to go down. No C4
is actually going to lock Canadian out of it as well as they look for the retake. It's far too late. Canadian can put down the shield and look for the kill. He needs to duel it. If he's got 2 players fighting him, finds the first. J90 swings for the second.
Because of the air jab, SSG recognized there is a gap for about 10, which is the incorrect one that we know now, or it's simply missed. I'm not entirely certain. But what I do know is that it did not deny the plant.
Yeah, what's the rest of the team achieved?
Smoke and Selma charge perhaps? Or they're pushing in actually.
In deep from Spoit. But he's going to go straight into that clash. He spots him and cleared out Andy. A third round in a row. No impact from Rebellion's young gun. Spoit, a flashbang sent over the top. Camera taken out. Rexon, he's the fire operator. He's got Capital, the air jab.
It's right there.
If he backs up into it, Fultz is dead meat. Rexon
Fire
tries to fire him out, but somehow Fultz dodges between the fire and the air jab and survives. They need to corner him. He is trapped. But he's giving so much information to SSG.
They can't clear him. No fight left. 50 gunfight.
Oh, in the fight, Rexon needed it and he gets it, but immediately Ashen will trade it back. The 20-year-old now needs to clutch big. 1v2 with Benja on the floor. And the plant will not go down before Spoit will fall. Canadian needs to reposition. He doesn't know if it's a 1v1 or a 1v2. And Ashen has info. Benja's giving him the audio call. And Ashen can clutch up big. The Space Station Gaming. He stands on his...
You shoot one, the other one explodes.
Just barely
Point of health. If he wasn't gridlock, he'd be dead.
No, any other operator would be dead right then. But Abby, for the first time in what feels like forever, has found the opening kill. He's got Ashen's number and he's put him down for now. But he's about to get swung from the close angle. It's time to retreat for Rebellion. They've got two-player advantage.
You notice how Ambi was eager for a gunfight. But the second they get another kill, he falls back, but then re-attempts to swing right after. Thinking Benzema left the air. On that 1 point of health, no more smokes for the glass. The win conditions are dwindling. We need individual players to step up, but it's Benja stepping up first. Another kill C4, traded back by Surf onto Neurus though.
And Surf spots another one on the rotate. He should be able to call it to his team.
Careful.
Rebellion need to regroup. The refrags have been few and far between. And J90 reveals his position. Somehow kills Surf regardless.
Stuck in the corner.
J90 is cornered and taken down. Rexon has been so clutch today. One of them push wide. Now he knows that this position at Pellets is clear, but there's two players. I believe one's just dropped down into Laundry. Ambi finds his shot onto Ashen.
Pop the mirror as well. Big value, top floor control. It's been surrendered by his team at 45 seconds and a ram on the board. Easy vert. Does it so quickly. This could be a default pillar plant. You don't have to get too creative here. I think default is good, safe is good.
Another one falls for SSG.
Nice shot.
A respect from Newers. It finds, again, we just keep seeing them always ending up in these 5v2s, 5v3s. J90 almost in position, but he's cut down by Surf. False, the 1v5. Finally, energy flooding through there. Everything, but now they commit to it. It has to be a VIP take. The Canadian, the shotgun beats shotgun, but he finds J90 and a second kill comes through thanks to Ambi supporting his team captain. False has to have a big impact on the clash here. SMG comes out, but Ambi has shut down his final teammates. False now must hold on for SSG. Rebellion have been running it hard in this second half. A first round, a second, now chasing a third, and Faltz has been shut out of it. Ambi brought back to life. And maybe knife the mirror windows.
There's the magnets, right? This time they're protecting the mirror windows. Canadian's gonna rush the bombs. I believe he's dead.
Oh, he's going straight deep into it. Does he watch around the corner? Faltz finds him and a double kill for Faltz on the side. The rush has been squashed for now. But Rebellion, they will commit to it. In deep is Ambi. Attacks like this, it's far too risky. Out goes a nade. Ambi needs to push deep and find Faltz. The C4 shot from midair. And finally, Faltz is put to rest. Into the 3v3 though. Rebellion might have two players in the side, but SSG don't need to panic. Newers just around this corner. Ambi finally shuts him out of it.
Smoke plant.
Time to smoke and plant for Rebellion.
Gonna hold the angles now. The cover has to be good though. Push down the hallway. Benja injured and taken out.
He's finally turned it up again. He was shut down 3 rounds in a row, but the young gun for Rebellion is about to gift them a chance at match point.
Surprise.
Unless J90 can clutch them again. He's done it before, and he could well do it right here. Ambi, though, says not today. It's a massive 4K for Ambi. The nade is going to surely secure this kill on J90. How does he not take any damage? Somehow J90 stays in the corner, finds a kill, and looks to teeter and tease us for a potential overtime. The bomb Needs to take some fights. A player in the middle of the smoke.
Oh, no.
Ashen spotted for a brief moment. He finds his time. And he goes for the peak. A second one just around the corner is Newers. Rexon needs to duel him. He's got info on the callouts from Ashen. Rexon confirms the kill, but needs to find the second as well as Ambi is low HP. Newers continues dueling and finally confirms it. SSG are about to push overtime unless Ambi does it all himself. Faults will not let that happen.
No smokes there, Ying, no shield, nothing.
Dropping here feels like a death wish for Surf, but if he does it with Util, perhaps it's possible. Rexon's now dropped below. If he finds his critical kill, it could be everything. Coming up the wide stairs. Faults whiffs. He can't afford to be doing that. Not in overtime. Not when elimination is on the line. And now Surf has to get aggressive. He has to push deep into sight when his teammates are falling around him. He is the last man standing, and a spray headshot will not be enough. SSG.
He don't necessarily know this, so he feels like he has to stick around at least for as long as I has a barricade, but a pixel onto Spoit. On 7-6 scoreline to open up the round, the opening kill for SSG.
And this could change everything for Rebellion. As now, Surf feels so much pressure and is finished off before he can escape. Ashen's found him all the way from the new balcony rappel. So far. They need to target these players on Cocktail.
He bunks it.
And one by one. Rexon falls below. But immediately dies to the nade. 6 years ago, Faults and Canadian raised the hammer together, but today, one will send